wasn't able to get his blink dagger, and for that lineup to succeed, they really needed a really quick blink on him.
Yeah, the only 2 kills they had was the Dream Coil onto the 2 kills that Razor picked up on the bot, and that would look pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But
that was all they got.
Yeah, that's all they got. So
yeah.
Their supports participated in 0 kills. Like, that's 2 heroes that did nothing essentially, other than zone out a hero at one point.
Yeah. They gave away some gold in mid.
That was like sloppy positioning too in general. Like when 1437 got picked off when the mid tower was going down, like it just looked like LGD International kind of fell apart there. But that's going to be my post game analysis for game 2.
Game 1.
Game 1. Get a title? Blitz's post game analysis.
Yep. Thank you, Blitz. That was insightful and funny. Thank you very much.
You're great.
We'll be back for game number 2 momentarily.
I'ma say it's all about you, baby. It's all about you. Drew down in the house with my boy Piznock, you know what I'm saying?
It's all about you.
Yeah, I'ma say it's all about you, but you know I'm lying now. Yeah.
You probably crooked as the last trick. Wanna laugh at how I got my ass caught up with this bad bitch? Thinking I had her, but she had me in the long run. It's just my luck, I'm stuck with fucking with the wrong one. Wise decisions based on lies we live in. Scandalous times, this game's like my religion. You could be rolling with the thug. Instead you with this weak scrub looking for some love in every club. I see you staring like you want it. Well, baby, if you got it, better flaunt it. Let the liquor help you get a bone it. I'm still tipsy from last night. Bumping the walls as a pause, addicted to the fast life. I try to holler, but you tell me you take it. Saying you ain't impressed with the money you make. Guess it's true what they telling me. Fresh out of jail, life's hell for a black celebrity. So that's the reason why I call. And maybe you with it. Fantasies of a sweating, can I hit it? Addicted to the things you do, but still true. What I'm saying, boo, is this is all about you.
Every other city we go, every other baby,
it's all about you.
No matter where I go, I see the same hole. Every other city we go, every other baby,
it's all about you.
No matter where I go, I see the same hole.
I make a promise if you go with me, just let me know I had you hollering my name out before I leave. Nobody loves me, I'm a thug nigga. I only hung out with the criminals and drug dealers. I love niggas cause we coming from the same place. Witness me holler at a hoot, you see how quick the game takes. How can I tell her I'm a player and I don't even care? Creep though, weed smokes in the air. Everywhere I go, it's all about the groupie hoes. Waiting for niggas at the end of every show. I've just seen you with my friends, video. I never put a bitch before my friends, so here we go. Follow the leader and pick the drama that I'm going through. It's all about you. You nigga. It's all about you.
Every other city we go, every other baby,
It's all about you.
no matter where I go, I see the same hole. Every other city we go, every other baby,
It's all about you.
no matter where I go, I see the same hole.
Is you sick from the dick or is it the flu? It ain't about you or your bitch ass crew. Every other city we go in every video explain to a nigga why I see the same shitty hoe. You think it's all about you, but boo, I get down like Drew and my nasty new niggas.
You couldn't hold me back, it'd take a fatter track, a lyrical attack, perhaps it was a visual block. When I started to snap, slow your roll, I'm swole, straight in control, flows and bold, while hoes hold stroll, hole is set. I told you I'm a skull next, gold digging, cold digging, a go roll. I slide in easily, dry or greasily, sluts know the cut. I came to fuck, try skeezing me, running up in you just like Virginia when I've been here at the most. I fuck a bitch from the West Coast to West Virginia.
Every other city we go, every other baby,
It's all about you.
no matter where I go, I see the same hole. Every other city we go, every other baby,
It's all about you.
no matter where I go, I see the same hole. Every other city we go, every other baby,
It's all about you.
no matter where I go, I see the same hole. Every other city
studio or kicking it in the video. It's gotta be the same ass and thighs, but choose a groupie, baby, and don't look surprised. I can see it in your eyes that you nothing but a trick. Hanging with us for some superstar dick, want an autograph placed on her napkin. After she asks, ain't you the top dog and don't you be rapping? She know it's cracking. Freak shows like Luke, from the limos down to the Lexus coupes. We be flossing, and all females love that, especially when you're dope, platinum, and your own wax. So when I met you, I really didn't have to say much, cause me alone just made you wanna taste and touch. And don't be tripping if I run up in you and your whole crew. I'ma still let you know, girl, that it's all about chill.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be Game 2 of LGD Int versus IG. Game 1, very one-sided. IG ended up taking it, so that gives them 1 point towards the group stage. Can LGD bounce back? We'll see.
Invictus Gaming right now is sitting at 5-2. No,
Aren't
3-2.
Oh
They
yeah,
played
that's right.
6
Yep,
games
they were
total.
2-2 before,
Right,
so they're
so
sitting at 3-2.
Yeah, same storyline for Invictus Gaming as Navi. If they finish this, say, 4-2, it's decent. You know, you expect them to be 6-0. Speaking of 6-0, there is one team that's 6-0.
It's Alliance, guys.
It's Alliance.
USA.
It's what it was in Tong Fu.
Nobody else has won every game. I think they have the best shot of all the teams. I think they can make it through group stage.
Well, Alliance have a tough road tomorrow as well. They're playing, I think, Tong Fu, which apparently if Tong Fu loses to LGD...
You mean Liquid 2-0.
Yeah, the Liquid 2-0 done with Ursa. But, you know,
Man.
we'll save that for another day.
Ursa's a legit hero.
Ursa
depending on
is
the matchup.
legit.
Like,
know.
Lifestealer mid, dude, drop an Ursa against him, Lifestealer loses the game.
How often do we see Lifestealer mid, despite just having
Alright,
Lifestealer mid?
Lifestealer DK, either of those heroes get wrecked by Ursa mid. I played DK versus him once. Fierce Swipes last 15 seconds, guys. Like, he overpowers you, and you have to just stand outside. It's like Batrider, but 15 seconds instead of like 5. It's really crappy. So,
You know what
maybe
beat
that'll be
Ursa
there.
mid?
Anything?
OD?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Let's
you
see.
know what OD beats mid? I don't think Lifestealer is going to have a good time against him. That's generally like the okay matchup.
I guess so. Yeah.
But the last end of the night's going to favor OD. Or maybe you put Lone Druid mid. Like, what is
Yeah.
the response here from IG?
100's okay. The important things to point out is that LGD Gaming ended up banning a Timber Saw, which I personally think, I'm sad to say, is a little too overpowered at 6. I've personally gotten into the hero. I think he's really strong at 6. He's pretty darn good at laning. People have figured out the hero pretty well. So LGD Int decides to ban him. They don't want to deal with that hero matchup, and I completely understand why. So the hero that's been banned a lot first round that slipped through is OD. Now, he does get played some games, but basically the ultimate story is there's not a lot of heroes that can outlane him.
Yep.
Dendi was doing it with Shadow Fiend. One game he had a lot of trouble. The other game he had not much trouble.
He had a lot of help, too, in that particular
Yes,
game.
that's true. But
Because-
Lone Druid's another good hero against him, though.
Yeah, I mean, one big weakness of drafting, I see a lot of teams of like trapping themselves. Is like, okay, yeah, we have OD, we're gonna be winning this lane 1v1 no matter what. So they generally don't pick too many ganks to help the OD. And sometimes your lane don't go as expected. Sometimes your OD needs a little bit of help in the mid lane, and you don't get that gank. Now, obviously, in this particular game, Chen plus one other range stunner could give you that ganking combo. But at the same time, I think Invictus Gaming is going to be the team that's going to be calling the shots. They have the early game powerhouses. Lone Druid, no matter where he is over the map, he's going to be pressuring our towers and farming, and pressuring whoever he's farming against. Obviously, Lifestealer, depending on what lane he could be in, are we going to see our Era Lifestealer who just farms away for the first 15 minutes and then show up and have huge impact? Or we have a Lifestealer that goes offensive trial lane and start the party right from the get-go. We'll see how IG decides to go for it. And there you go, LG Gaming in, picks up Vengeful Spirit. Their success rate with Vengeful Spirit in the past has been quite high. It's a hero that ganks well early, gives you powerful mid-game initiation in the swap, and late-game-wise with the aura and minus armor, not too bad.
To be honest, that's kind of the support hero I wish they grabbed last game. Not just because her new animation is super sexy if you have the right immortal item, but
Yep.
also because it's a ranged disable. You're a ranged hero. Surely that would have been better than Sand King. See, Sand King isn't very good if he never reaches level 6, so Vengeful Spirit obviously better hero, right? Plus the minus armor is very good against Lone Druid. Lone Druid naturally very armor tanky. You boost the damage output of yourself and your allies. That's going to
Oh.
stack with Chen as well, so Aura stack there. Did they
Would-
draft Beastmaster as well?
No, they
Or a strat?
didn't.
No, they should,
didn't.
though.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
but
trying to say.
you know what we're gonna see in this game? We're seeing the push strat again. If they pick up tree here, I'm gonna lose it.
You think LG Int is going to grab tree?
Yeah, that's a push strat they did. They did Lone Druid, Tinker, Tree, and it was a marching machine.
Oh, okay.
It was the bear with the living armor in front, and it's like you cannot stop that push.
Lifestealer's going to be hard to kill. Lone Druid's going to be hard to kill. And
Yeah.
Tinker is just going to create
And they have
space.
living armor and everything, and then now you
I
have
mean,
marches.
one thing at a time, but
Yeah.
I mean, make it
I
sound
mean-
OP or something. You think Treant's good?
Treant's pretty good.
He hasn't been banned that much this game, or this today, except for like against Quantic, some of the teams that were argued to maybe rely on it too much.
But I think LGD Int needs to go for the mass Blame L strat.
They could.
Yeah.
Who did that first? I can't remember.
I think
I
I've
was
seen that in a
casting
pub
the
game
game.
or something like that.
No, it was a pro game. I was casting
Well,
it.
you were calling
Aura
it.
strat, baby. Think. All right, this OD doesn't even need items. Like just level 1 take tower. I don't care if there's creeps there. You guys got it. They're gonna have aura from Beastmaster for attack speed. They're gonna have damage bonus from Vengeful Spirit. They're gonna have any Chen creeps, which could be a Centaur. That's 15% attack speed. This could be an Alpha Wolf. That's an extra 30% attack speed. This could even be like a Wildkin. It doesn't matter. You're gonna be so strong. Well, incrementally stronger, but I mean, you can turn this into a really strong push in the mid game. It's gonna get completely shut down by Tinker March and the Machines, but damn, it looks great on paper.
Well, Treant Protector, no surprise from anybody here as they pick it up sword. You know what completes a pushing Aura strat?
Enchantress.
Mother effing Luna.
I like that.
Or
Except,
Shadow Fiend.
except they have a lot of melees, but
No, Luna gives it to everybody. Dro gives it to... No,
yeah,
Dro...
I mean, I understand. Yeah, it gives
Yeah.
the damage to melees, but I mean, you got to be in melee range to punch stuff, and
Punch
that can
stuff?
sometimes not happen.
No, you walk up there and be like, I'll punch you.
The buildings.
Yeah.
By the power of the moon, I can punch rocks harder.
That's pretty much it. But I think pushing strat, that looks nice on paper, but
What if
I-
LGDN takes it first?
no, nobody's gonna...
Yeah, right, dude. They're going auras all the way. You think they're just gonna give up on aura strat?
IG is like, holy
Oh,
shit,
they're scared of the Roshan.
dude. Well, they're on Dire. No, they're on Radiant.
No, they're on Dire.
Yeah,
Top is
they
Dire.
are scared of the Roshan.
Yeah.
Damn.
Could they do it with the Luna? They could.
They
could
could
do
do
it
it.
with
They
pretty
could
much
do it
any
with
hero.
Luna. In fact, like, they could just level 1 TP for this. Holy trap.
Holy trap, man.
Holy trap. It's a trap. What do you do against this? Like,
If you guys don't spam holy trap in chat, I'm gonna be so mad at you guys.
how are they gonna stop this? You can't TP the check, right? Now we're gonna see a storm pickup, which I guess that's okay. They need something that finds a tree or find a tinker and kill them.
Yeah, it's all about the Tinker kill basically, because they know that if they kill the Tinker, that's gonna allow them to push. It's gonna allow them to gank. That's the hero that they need to have a counter towards. And if they don't have a hero like Storm Spirit or like a Nature's Prophet or something kind of global, then they'll never be able to kill him.
Mhm.
And then the push will continue forever.
I mean, right now you're talking about OGD and pushing, but we see Tinker Martial Machine as a big way to stop it. So that's why the Storm pick is to deal with the Tinker. But my question is, if IG starts rolling and IG starts pushing, what is gonna stop them?
Items? I don't know. Their team composition looks really bad to me. Like, I understand
IG?
that there's a strat
Yeah.
and that's gonna work, but like, imagine if they get massively outlaned or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. Like, look, their heroes all need items. Like, they can do awesome things without it, but I just look at their hero composition. I see all these weird things, like very little reliable stun, right?
They had no stun in that team against RS.
Too many weird animal creature things. Like,
Hey, let me
those are
ask
the
you a
two
question.
holes. Yes.
Do towers run?
Towers do not run because they're
That's
American.
That's why they don't need stuns.
Okay.
All right, so
Okay.
no level 1 TP strat, but they are buying her item very quickly. Brax is just like gunning for the Roshan pit, but
Yeah, he did this last game as well. That he played Beastmaster. He just ran straight to the bot lane.
oh, he's cutting trees.
He's gonna do the old goodbye forest. Trio Protector is gonna feel a disturbance in the forest as approximately 30 voices cry out in terror and then are suddenly silenced.
Okay,
It was a Star Wars joke. Have you seen Star Wars?
nope.
God damn it!
I am uncultured.
You're the worst co-caster to make that joke with.
Yeah.
That was a perfectly legitimate Star Wars joke. God, I'm disappointed.
It's okay. Everybody
Holy
else,
shit.
the 40,000 people on stream got it. Maybe.
I freaking hope so.
Yeah.
So those trees are dead. Pycat looks like he's going to be doing a safe lane Storm Spirit. This will be pretty good for pushing, actually, because with Static Remnant as well as Overload, you can do a lot of creep damage. So, kind of cool. And if he ever runs out of mana, you can just send him back and TP him back in the lane.
So yeah, IG's laning exactly the same way they did it last time. They put Lone Druid on the long lane, Raise Your Cauldrons here for his
Raise your
immortal
cauldrons.
items. What they did basically is get yourself a 6 or 7 minutes booster travel on the Tinker. And then you have Living Armor basically tying everything together in the early game, making sure people are not dying too much, protecting their early game tower if that's necessary, but you just prioritize on Ferrari hitting that bots. And once they hit the bots, the push just goes.
And that's what happened the last time too.
Yep.
It was really scary because it's like, oh, we're gonna take a tier 1 tower. Wait, why is there Martian machines here? Well,
Yep.
I guess we lost our opportunity, guys. We haven't gone over the players yet, by the way, so let's go over IG quick. We've got Faith playing the Bane on the top lane. Joe is gonna be playing the Lone Druid. Mid lane is gonna be YYF on the Lifestealer, one of his signature heroes. Chuan is gonna be playing Triumph Protector, so a lot of pressing V and left clicking for him. And then Ferrari 430 on the Tinker.
Yep. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, we have G on the mid lane here playing an World Destroyer. The Bear is pulling some creeps on the river. Misery is going to be playing the Vengeful Spirit. Of course, 1437 on that Chen. Up on the top lane here is going to be Storm Spirit being handled by Pycat. So we do see some teams playing that one row Storm. And to be completely honest, once you get some quick level 6s, you get some quick items, he can be a very, very powerful hero. And last but not least, we're going to see Beastmaster doing some pulling by himself. He's pulling, he's cool, but what he's not doing is slowing Tinker from farming.
Well, this is pretty standard. We'll most likely see a support shift over here, Faith, and drop a sentry down. We'll stop him from doing that. Joe is, of course, pulling the creep wave past with his Lone Druid. This guarantees that he gets some EXP, but most importantly, puts the creep equilibrium in a place where he can actually get last hits without worrying from dying.
Yep. You said Ferrari's trying his best to not get the creep wave under the tower so he could get the best last hit. Don't want to tank it too much, and now he goes back in. Hopefully he gets every single last hit because BOT timing, very, very important for him.
So we talked about the Lifestealer OD matchup. We said it's not very good for the Lifestealer. Let's take a look at this, see how the last hits are going so far. It's going to be 3 and 4 on the OD and 2 and 2 right now on the Lifestealer.
And it only gets worse right here for YYF. Is that fair to say? When OD just spam more orbs. I mean, I don't think Lifestealer cares about his mana too much, but it's just more damage going towards G's way. But Living Armor, though, does that turn the tide a little bit?
Well, he's never going to have open wounds mana, or if he does, he'll have maximum like 1 spell. So I think it's still going to hurt him a lot.
Oh,
I mean,
no spells now.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to cast open wounds, so even if he can stay at full HP, G can just easily orb walk him or just back up and kite him.
Yep.
Once he grabs boots especially, it's just, like, sure, he can trade hits effectively, but that's about it. Now, Brax is going to have to pull the creep wave past now, and he will do that with the axes. He's got to be careful, but luckily for him, no disables. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Man, don't need disable. Martian
Beastmaster
Machine.
has feet, so.
Beastmaster does have feet. He has 2 of them.
They're hoping, ooh, the creeps do go back to the tower, so.
Dang. Well, your access now, he says.
It's okay. The tower only took like 60 damage. It's fine. So a little gank on the mid lane actually on YYF here. He's completely out of mana. There's a wave of terror. Stun comes through. Will they be able to grab him? It's going to be so close. The right clicks. He just got living armor. Wow.
That was slow. That was late. Chuan, my friend.
The rage. I can just see the rage, guys. So that's a hero that normally isn't gankable mid because he can rage. And that we didn't even talk about that. We just said, oh, no open wounds. No big deal. But the important part was he did get rage off, but in the future, it's going to cost him a lot of mana.
I'm not sure whether Chuan did not notice or whether YYF did not communicate to him or was it on cooldown. I'm expecting it to be on cooldown because generally Chuan is very good at casting on time. But that's a big kill on the mid lane here. OD will further dominate this lane. YYF generally just go in the early game phase without even having a single death. And this is a big deal for him.
Well, Ferrari's picking up a lot of CS, sitting at 19 and 1 right now. 900 gold for him. He's almost out of regen, though. He's got to pop a salve pretty soon here. And Brax is at level 3, so not horrible for him. 2 stacks on the Ancient Camp, but I'm sure he'll axe that again. There's actually no move to put a sentry there either, so looking pretty good. And a gank here on Joe on the top lane. His Cauldron is dead. Pycat even burning a Vortex here, but 2 levels of Remnant is going to allow him to push pretty faster. So that was a little bit of a swing around. Look like smoked heroes on Chen as well as the Venge. So.
Yeah, the big difference in this game and the similar executive strategy IG against Rattlesnake is that IG never lost any hero early game. Maybe they lost like 1 or 2, but it was a lot harder for Rattlesnake to find any kills. And right now, LGD in 4 minutes in, finding the same amount of kills that they found last game. So I think LGD off to a beautiful start. But again, this is a calm before the storm. for 430's Breach of Travel.
Yeah, and most importantly, right in the mid lane, G picks up a regen rune, which is really annoying for a Lifestealer. This might be why he went straight to the small camp, because he says, okay, I need some time to regen some mana up, let those banishes go away, and most importantly, he would just be able to spam this endlessly on me, which would give him way too much damage and way too much lane control. So he's just going to leave. This is similar to what Dendi did. He said, okay, mid sucks, let's go into the jungle.
Yeah, and you're not going to lose too much anyways, because you know OD is going to basically have free lane control just by the virtue of his hero. Chuan hitting level 4. He really wants to be 5. That's where his hero starts to be starting to be on the OP levels. But back on the top, here comes a little bit of backstaff, and Chuan, please be watching.
Level 4 on Vengeful Spirit now. Zhou only has 600 HP though.
Zhou needs to have some really good bear micro.
The
Bear
jukes
summon.
are coming. There's the Wave of Terror. They spotted him, but Misery's looking for... okay, there's the TP actually from Faith. Maybe they'll kill Faith instead. There's the Entangle.
Nicely defended here. And 1437 now runs to the right side. I don't think we're going to see a rotation from YYF or anything, but that's the plays that IG was making against Rattlesnake.
Yeah.
They don't give up those kills easily. They don't give it for free. And now back on the bot lane, 1500 go on 430. He should have Breach of Travel in about 2 minutes of free farm.
It was a really nice decision making from both teams on the top lane though. Zhou went for the tower juke, and then the TP in from Bane to Brainsap. The one creep tanking the tower. Pycat couldn't really dive on that one. He just picked up 6 now. So
back on the bot lane, they're making a dive with Treant Protector. I mean, that's not going to work. So they'll back off.
He actually does put 2 levels into Leech Seed, which is going to cost him having Nature's Guys in the future. So he won't be able to get the jump on anyone, but the extra heal is not that bad.
Yeah. The slow,
Who's going to get the rune? 8, 9, and Brax will.
Oh,
it's a waste. And guess who's going to get a kill? Nobody. All right, maybe. He's just going to TP.
Forces a TP from Brax here. That's not too bad.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, they're lucky that Bane didn't have Brainsap mana. That would have been the kill if he did have it.
Yeah, that's a good point. He did go top lane earlier, so it's not bad though. Kind of wastes some of their time. And
although we are going to see a kill attempt. Zhou buys himself a teleport scroll and a boots, but here comes...
Z6? He's very close.
He's not 6 yet.
Very, very close to this.
I mean,
bear
the big
could
deal,
get an entangle.
The big deal right now is that Bear is just got summoned, so that if he dies right now, like, he's going to be without Bear for a minute. Here comes... Oh, the Living Armor's got to get casted. Here comes kind of a nice juke spot. The entangle comes up top. Where's the Living Armor? Where is it?
It doesn't matter. He was so dead, honestly.
I mean, you delay it. You don't know if you're going to get entangle or not, right? But Living Armor just got cast on the mid lane, perhaps?
See, does anybody have it? It was. He's full HP. Ugh. Hey, who knows? Who knows?
Well, here's a rotation that we saw IG made the other day, or the other game against Rattlesnake. Once Breach of Travel is up on Tinker, he just goes to the every lane he wants to, and you give the safe lane farm to Zhou. But Zhou not making that rotation to the bot lane just yet. They're saying, hey man, let's give Faith some mana, give him 6. I really think you need to start. Yeah, there you go. He makes that TP a little bit awkwardly, on that tier 3 tower. But now he's going to have some very, very well protected farm.
Yeah, this is the same thing that they did the other game where they had both Tinker and Lone Druid. They said, even though Lone Druid's having a tough time, as soon as he finally dies again, he'll go to the bot lane and get some free farm, especially because he has no bear. He can't go to a safe swing. And then Ferrari can just hop around the map and try to grab EXP and gold wherever he can, because it's a lot safer for him.
So we do have a kind of a bait attempt on the top lane. They're waiting to say, hey man, Tinker, I know you're TPing and defend that tower. And when you do, we're going to backstab. Meanwhile, though, LGD is going to be perhaps backstabbing on the mid lane instead. These two supports are just very...
It's such a good ganking combo. I mean, a ranged stun to set up any creep that you have, plus the Wave of Terror for all of the physical damage that are coming out of the creeps, and they all get like +6 damage from the Vengeance Aura. The top tower goes down. I mean, they're really planning ahead here.
Yeah, but I mean, IG says, you know what? We're not going to make those kind of risky defenses. We're going to just go for tower trades. You push it a little bit quicker, but we have to just deal with that. There is, when you make that rotation to defend your tower, that's what happens. Magic Missile for the kill. And now tier 2, it's going to be in big trouble.
I'm sorry, I didn't see that gank happen. I suck. So, they're trading tier 2s at least. Tier 2 goes down for LGD. Are they going to continue this?
No, they can't. Like, Marching Machine is going to slow this one down. They got to just go back and start defending.
Yeah, as soon as they see the march, they'll give up immediately, that's for sure. The tier 2 on the bot lane is actually still surviving a bit.
Beastmaster, or no, that's a Storm Spirit making a TP in, but Nightmare should actually be able to just zone him out. They don't even need it, and there you go. The last hit goes to Zhou, and they will back off. I mean, both teams trading for tier 2s there. I think he actually favors IG a little bit. Zhou had a tough time up top, so he needs that goal. YYF had a tough time against OD mid, so that tower trade, I think, favor IG. And of course, you know, they're going to just go back and roll a couple more towers as well, I think.
It's very surprising to see a mid-life stealer with 2 deaths. He just got his phase boots with the circlet. I mean, even Misery is going to come up and be annoying. Throws a stun at him, wave of terrors, sapping the XP. This is really aggressive by Misery, but I mean, it is going to put some scared.
I mean, who's going to prevent Misery from making that play, right? There is no stuns. You're like,
well, he could open wounds him and take out half of his HP, but
I guess so, but he's not really going to get the kill. I mean, Vengeful Spirit does have 7 armor with treads up. Like, she's actually
wow, she has treads. I love treads Venge. It's so good.
Well, are they going to actually go for a kill swap? And where's the net?
There's the net
Oh,
there.
he popped the rage. And nice invest back in, a TP in from the Tinker. And now Misery's on the run. Can they get the open wound? They do get it off. And the power of a BOT Tinker, the Rocket Shea able to seal the deal. Hand of God, nicely played. Using Hand of God to save a support. But to be honest, if you prevent a kill going from a lifestealer, that's not too bad.
So Misery gets sent back. It was an option. They tried to make it work on YYF. Didn't happen. And he also gets a creep out of it. But that's one of the bad things about having a Chen versus a lifestealer is that
OD.
What you bring with is going to help get you a kill. He might just ulti this. There's the banish. He'll probably just drop the ulti, I'm guessing, with a couple orbs. Maybe he has to worry about the rage a couple times first. He actually doesn't have mana for it, so he's got to hit a few more times. Going right through that living armor does so much damage, doesn't matter. The Force Staff comes through. He's surviving a lot. There's the ulti, 450 damage.
Dang.
And that is a great hero to have against Strength and or Agi carries.
I mean, I was going to say OD is not one of G's heroes because he plays very aggressive heroes. The swap goes on the bear and is stunned again, so that was cutesy plays, but I'm not sure whether that's the play that you want to make. But here comes, without the ODO, that's all of their ultimates being, big AoE ultimates being gone. They're going to just go for the push. The Tornado is going to slow down this push a little bit, but all they got to do is send a bear on top, and there you go. Force that Wildkin back.
Yeah, this is actually Misery's bottle that's sitting on him here. He's trying to get a lot of ganks off. It's kind of fun so far. He does have strength treads if needed. He could get a stun on Ferrari right now. Nope, not going to go for it. Do they actually see this? I don't believe they do. If we take a look at the Radiant Vision, they don't know that Misery is walking around on this. And he is completely focusing on ganking here.
Yeah.
I don't know if wards are being purchased by 1437, but he's only got 1,000 gold at this point despite 1 kill and 2 assists. So I think they're just focusing on maybe 1437 playing more of a 5 role and Misery doing more ganking.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually quite effective, right? You talked about him kind of setting up ganks up top. Didn't die there to the counter gank of the Tinker. He's grabbing pretty much every single rune. You don't want OD to be leaving the lane right now. I'm surprised that OD just didn't pass the bottle to Misery. They could have done that as well, but it's okay. They're going to hang back on the mid lane right now. One thing that you have to be very careful about is that the aura strategy is pretty much online. I mean, there's only 1 aura on Vengeful Spirit. There's only 2 on Beastmaster, but you only really need the first couple of points to be effective. And look at what G's doing. He's hunting. Like, this is like a Templar Assassin playstyle. This is not... Uh-oh.
He's a good hero to have against Lone Druid because all that bonus armor doesn't do a whole lot. He's going to do some Remnant right clicks. He's going to go straight through the bear. 300 gold on G. They don't even care if they miss the gank now. That was so much gold. I mean, he let Pycat kill the Lone Druid for 263, and he killed the bear himself for 300. That's 560 gold for ganking 1 hero. That's like having a bounty hunter on your team.
And we're going to have a 12-minute, 30-second Orchids up. Look at these aggressive wards. There's one behind a tier 1 tower. They're going to be starting to focus that tier 1 mid. There's a tower. There's a ward over here as well. There's nowhere there's actually safe here for IG to go to. And again, when you don't pick up stuns, when they go on you like that, what are you going to do?
Yeah, and their offlane hero even doesn't have any items other than boots, sitting on 1,300 gold, of course, but he's now level 6, and he's useful. Roar and Axes gives him a chance to burst down some core heroes. So
yeah, and suddenly the score is 0-6 in favor of LGD International. If you look at the goal, about 4,000 gold lead for them, and about 4,000 experience lead. LGD in, putting the champs on rope.
Didn't you say 2-0? Oh, man, goes in on Ferrari. He's ready for it. Orchid as well. So much damage, and Tinker's going to get picked off very easily. That's going to keep happening for the rest of the game. He doesn't have his Force Staff yet. He is close, but what he really needs is a Blink Dagger to avoid this.
I mean, I think when the Storm zips on you, it doesn't matter what you have. As long as he has enough mana, you're pretty much dead. Pycat gets sent back to the base, which will probably TP up top or maybe mid to defend that tower. They are going for basically a tower trade. Again, IG getting these tower trade right now is going to benefit them a little bit if they do get off, but not even because they have to back off. Meanwhile, Misery as well as Brax, they are just playing so aggressive, looking for kills everywhere they go.
And they did take the bot tower. Chen getting the last hit, so a bunch of gold for him. He should be able to finish up his mech in about 200 gold. And they actually already pinged Roshan. They're ready to start it. Maybe another level of aura for Misery here, and then should die pretty fast.
I mean, I like what IG is thinking about. They're saying, you know, when we get behind, let's get a smoke gang kill, and then maybe transition